Hey everybody, welcome back. So recently Bestarc reached out to me and asked me if I would like to take a look at one of their plasma cutters. And I'll be honest, I have not intended on doing another plasma cutter review. They are a lot of work, but I have heard nothing but good things about their plasma cutters. So I said yes, and here we are. This is their BTC500DP cutter. It is a 50 amp plasma cutter, runs on 110 and 220 volts, has pilot arc, high frequency start, has built-in regulator, has an AG60 torch. Let's get it out of the box. Let's see what you get in the box. Let's get it set up and let's do some cutting. There we go. Well, I'm seeing a handle right on the top. That's always a good sign. And there we go there. That's the machine. Lots and lots of styrofoam. And a box of accessories. And a bag of desiccant. Let's get the box out of our way. Let's set the machine to one side for the moment. Let's see what you get in the box. Comes with the 220 already on it, so it will require an adapter to go into 110. Normally I'm seeing them the other way around. They're 110 and then an adapter to get into 220. So let's see what we have in the kit here. We have some of that braided clear air hose. We've got a ground clamp. Typical ground clamp. I'll give you some measurements. There's our 110 adapter. And here are some consumables, some hose clamps, and some Teflon tape. And here is our torch and our instructions. And that's really all it is. Oh, look at that nice torch. I love the AG60P torches. I really do. They are my favorite torch. They fit my hand really well. I just really, really like them a lot. Okay, let's get this out of the way. All right, let's get it put together and we'll see what we can do. Let's take a quick look at the back of the unit. It's already got an air fitting on it, and believe it or not, that's the air fitting that I use. I prefer a 90 on the back just so I can get it closer up against the wall, but that's not that big of a deal. There's a filter on the back, a water trap on the back with oh, I see, it's a spring-loaded release. That's fine. You got your power switch on the back and you got your fan. Nice big heavy power lead. I'm not sure what they give you this for. What's this for? I guess that's just in case, I don't know. Anyway, this is actually the fitting I use, so my airline will plug right into it. So as long as they've sealed that properly, there's really nothing for me to do on the back of the machine. There's no regulator to put in and install because the regulator's built in. Okay, looking at the front of the machine, we've obviously got the air pressure gauge. We've got the adjustment for the air pressure. We have some buttons here that can control, lower one controls 2T, 4T, and PT. And my understanding is, and I've never seen one of these before, 2T means you have to hold the trigger down to cut. 4T means you press the trigger once and you can release it and it keeps cutting until you press and release it again. And PT, I'm guessing, is post time for adjustment for how long the air comes out. Then this one, air and cut. I believe the manual suggests that when it's on air and you pull the trigger, air will come out, but it will not cut. You have to switch to cut to make it cut. And this knob, I am going to assume, is how you make all the adjustments for the different settings here. And eventually also the amperage you're cutting at. You got lights here that will tell you whether you're on 110 volts or 220. Have a light that tells you when the fan on. I'm not sure exactly what work means. And the OC means it has turned off because you have overheated it or exceeded its duty cycle in some way or another. Here's where the ground clamp goes. Here is where the pilot arc connection goes. Here is where power on the torch goes, and here is where another torch connection that provides the air goes. Okay, for those of you who are interested in such things, I have right about 9 feet 9 inches of ground clamp length and about, I don't know, stretch taut, about 13 feet on the torch. And let's take a look at the power cord. We got what on the power cord? We have about 6 feet on the power cord. Maybe not quite, not counting the 110 volt adapter. We have 5 feet on the power cord. Okay, let's just take a minute here to appreciate the beauty and utility of this AG60P torch. As I said, this is my favorite torch I've used so far. It's got a guard to prevent accidental activation if you just set it down. It's got a really good trigger here. The way it's contoured, it won't easily turn in your hand like those crappy smaller torches will. It's got a nice ball on the end, a swivel. It's got really nice strain relief. It's got a heavy, heavy rubber feeling cover over the different leads. I really like this type of cover instead of the fabric ones. I just constantly burn those fabric ones up. It's got the standoff so you don't touch your tip to the material, which is fine because we have pilot arc. The AG60P consumables are a bit more expensive than the ones for the cheap torch, the PT41. People love the PT41, but they're just too small for my hands. I have seen a couple bigger ones. In fact, I have one that's actually nicer, but it's still not as nice as this. Also, with pilot arc and standoff, you won't have to scratch start in your consumables, although they are more expensive. They will last a lot longer. So let's turn this thing on. Right now, I am plugged into 110. My compressor's in here. Also, I will switch the compressor off so it doesn't start while we're cutting, just so that I'm sure that if the breaker pops, it's the machine doing it, not the compressor. I'm going to flip this on. And on is with the button rocked down, not up. And powering up, set to 15 amps. We're set to cut. 110 volts, 15 amps. The fan's not running. Kind of surprised. I figured the fan would run all the time. We're plugged completely in. Our ground clamp is in. I've just got it hooked to my bench. See what kind of pilot arc we get on 110 volts. Here we go. And we got about 3 seconds of post-air time. Oh, and the fan started, the little light that says fan came on. That's a pretty impressive pilot arc on 110 amps, I gotta tell you. I am not at all disappointed in that. Let's get a piece of material and cut. Let's see what it'll do on 110 volts with 15 amps. Here is a piece of really thin wall square tube. Okay, here we go. 15 amps, 60 psi. Let's get something thicker. Here's a piece, thicker material, about twice as thick, and it's painted. Let's see how well the plasma cutter goes through the paint. I'm going to turn the amperage up. I'm going to turn the amperage up to 20 there. And what is this? This is 8th wall, 120 wall. That's 8th, right? I think it is. See how we do on paint. Beautiful. Let's try piercing. What do you think? Shall we start in the middle and pierce? Try and do a circle. Oh God, don't hold me to this. I am not good at circles. What did I tell you? Not good at circles. Kind of hanging on a little bit right there where we first pierced, but went right through it. You know what? That felt pretty good. Let's see what else we can do on 110 volts, because I mean that's pretty impressive. Because this is a 20 amp circuit. Here is a piece of heavy wall pipe. Let's see what we can do, and I've just got the clamp on the bench. So let's see if we can just cut a chunk of this out of here. All right, still, you know what? Let's turn it up to 25, because we are a little bit thicker here. There we go, there's 25 amps. See if we can cut a chunk out of this. Not a problem. This is really thick. That quarter wall? Okay, let's see what this is. This side has no ridge on it. This is quarter wall. Quarter inch, square tube, 110 volts, 25 amps. Okay, let's have some more fun. Let's plug it into 220. I'll switch it off. I'm going to unplug it. Going to unplug it from the 110. Take the adapter out. And my 220 is all the way up there. Runs the water heater. It's a 30 amp, 220 volt circuit. And I am going to temporarily unplug the heater and plug in our cutter right there. So let's turn this back on. Now says we are plugged into 220. There you go. Look at that cut. That is one beautiful cut on 7/16 steel plate. But why stop there? Let's get the 1/2 inch up. Let's take a look at that. Fumbled it right at the end there a second, but you know what? Again, that's just me. Let's take a look at that. Oh God, that popped right off. What do we got here? Yes, sir, that is a beautiful cut. That is an absolutely beautiful cut. I couldn't ask for more than that. Okay, let's sum up my experience and opinion of the Bestarc BTC500DP plasma cutter. One thing I want to touch on is there are multiple generations or variants of this machine. This is generation 3. It says so right on the front. They all have the main model number if they're 50 amps. There's generation 2, 3, 5, and 7. It looked like to me like generation 2 was not pilot arc, but 3, 5, and 7 all appear to be pilot arc. The controls and the readout is different. The latest generation does not have a mechanical pressure gauge. It's a digital readout. And then the digital readout over here is larger. And of course, there is not this control. You control the pressure with up and down buttons. The price range is all within $20, $30 of each other. And I have asked them what is the difference and why they make all the different variants. It may be for different markets. They may think, you know, $20 or $30 is enough of a difference to steer you one way or the other. I don't know. This is the only one I have, so this is the only one that I can report on. And my report is, and you saw it, it works really, really, really well. This might be the smoothest cutting plasma cutter I've tried to date. I love the AG60 torch, the pilot arc, the ability not to have to drag your consumable tip across the part. And what really surprised me is the pilot arc worked really well on 110. And this is the first inexpensive 110 machine with pilot arc I've seen that it did work really well on. We're on 110 now. It's got a very good and smooth pilot arc. You switch it off. The fan only runs when it needs to run. The settings are all on the front, which is nice. I got great cuts on 220. I got nice and smooth cuts even on 1/2 inch. On 110, I was getting nice smooth cuts all the way up to 1/4 inch. Honestly, I don't know which one to tell you to get. This is Gen 3. It works great. I don't know what more you could ask for out of a 50 amp plasma cutter than this one has. Honestly, it worked fantastically. You saw it cut. So I don't know what else to say except I really, really like it and I highly recommend it. So I want to thank Bestarc for sending this out to me to test and review. I want to thank you guys for watching my channel, but there will be links below. And I don't know if there's a discount code. This thing is already priced very, very competitively. But anyway, thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.